Route 146, sometimes called the Worcester-Providence Turnpike, is a limited-access road in the U.S. state of Massachusetts, maintained by the Massachusetts Department of Transportation, MassDOT, spanning approximately 21 miles, 34 kilometers, along and south-north axis. It is a continuation of Route 146 in Rhode Island, which splits from I-95 in Providence. The southern terminus within Massachusetts exists in Millville, where the expressway enters the state from North Smithfield, Rhode Island. Among several local roads, Route 146 intersects with the Massachusetts Turnpike, I-90, in Millbury and I-290 in Worcester before arriving at its northern terminus at the intersection of several surface streets in downtown Worcester. History. During the late 1940s, the Massachusetts Department of Public Works, MassDPW, planned an extension of Route 146 from Rhode Island north toward Worcester. MA 146 was built between 1949 and 1952 as a four-lane divided roadway from US 20 in Millbury to Boston Road in Sutton and from Sutton south to the Massachusetts-Rhode Island border. Route 146 was built as a three-lane undivided roadway, providing one lane in each direction and a shared lane in the center. In 1981, the MassDPW began work on rebuilding Route 146. During the next 3 years, the state rebuilt the 13.1-mile-long section from just south of Boston Road in Sutton to the Massachusetts-Rhode Island border, replacing the three-lane undivided section with a four-lane freeway and eliminating all at-grade intersections and curb cuts. The project upgrading the section linking exit 10A on the Massachusetts Turnpike north into downtown Worcester at Brosnahan Square to interstate highway standards was completed in November 2007 according to the State Highway Administration. The improvements to the road created an economic boon to the Blackstone Valley through which it passes. The improved transportation corridor has attracted several large employers since the road was upgraded. As of 2015, there still remains a non-freeway section of 146 in the Sutton-Millbury area, though the road was widened and a major intersection was improved to fix traffic flow problems. Exit list. Exits traditionally were not numbered, but sequential numbers were assigned by Mass Highway during the last sign replacement project. The entire route is in Worcester County. All interchanges were to be renumbered to milepost base numbers under a project scheduled to start in 2016. However, this project has now been indefinitely postponed. Suffixed routes. Route 146A, Route 146A in Massachusetts, United States, is a 4.1-mile north-to-south route which connects Route 122 in Uxbridge and Rhode Island Route 146A in North Smithfield. There are two connector entrances to Route 146 along Route 146A. These are Exit 1, which connects Route 146 directly to Route 146A, and Exit 2, the Chocolog Road exit in Uxbridge. This highway was renamed by the General Court of Massachusetts in 2004 as the Lydia Taft Highway, after America's first woman voter, Lydia Chapin Taft, a colonial woman from Uxbridge. Lydia Chapin Taft's historic vote and her role in the history of women's suffrage is recognized by the Massachusetts legislature since 2004, which named Route 146A from Uxbridge to the Rhode Island border in her honor. Route 146A is completely within the town limits of Uxbridge. In colonial times, This route had the name of the Great Road, and later, the Quaker Highway, after Quakers from Smithfield, Rhode Island settled here. There are a number of historic sites along this road, including the Friends Meeting House, which is on the National Historic Register, the Moses Farnham House, and the Ironstone Mill housing and cellar hall are two other sites along this road. Route 98 also connects with Route 146A, near its midpoint, and has significant historic sites of the original Quaker village known as Quaker City, and Aldrich Village, which are also on the National Historic Register. Just beyond the northern terminus of Route 146A and continuing north on Route 122 is a famous historical house known as Elmshade, a home and gathering place of the influential Taft family in America. Part of what is now Route 146A was the original Route 146 before a new limited-access highway was constructed from the Rhode Island line to Worcester. Between 1981 and 1984, this project involved moving a former almshouse cemetery and led to archaeological findings on mortuary practices following that excavation. The Second Great Awakening changed local mortuary practices for the poor. Major intersections equals. The entire route is in Uxbridge, Worcester County, Mass. Route 146 current and speculative future exit numbers list.